The Tony and Tim Show brought to you by Muchuna Pulse Flour, Super Ride Car Wash, of course, and our friends at Rainforest Coffee. Go Cleaners as well, our sponsors for the show. We are back, Timothy, from the international break. How was it for you?
I think it was long. Always waiting for the Premier League. The 2 weeks or 1 week, it seems too long, but we always have to wait and be expectant. I think that's where the excitement comes in, and we're excited to rare again.
But at least in this one, Timothy, we saw teams that have been qualifying for the Euros. Yeah. I think already 8 have confirmed their place in the Euros. Of course, plus Germany, who will be the hosts. So that at least gives us, there was an incentive for most of the teams. So that's why you saw a bit of big games. England against Italy was a very particularly mouth-watering one with very, very good performances from most of the players there. But of course, the Premier League returns this weekend, and it starts off at 2:30 p.m. of course, at Anfield. Liverpool take on Everton. This is a derby, one of the most contested in EPL history.
Yeah, Tony, it's a fierce derby. The Merseyside derby. It's blue against red, or red against blue, whatever team is at home. But it's a fixture that there is always an emotion, and you think today the players going to bed know that this is the fixture they must deliver to make their fans happy.
It will certainly be very interesting. The last international break in Liverpool came back and were able to win 3-1. They will be taking on an Everton side that has seen a change in fortunes. They've won both games in October so far. So that shows you that the return perhaps of Dominic Calvert-Lewin has improved their fortunes, especially in front of goal. They are where they were struggling with Beto, the new striker. For Liverpool, most of their players have had very good or positive outings for the national sides, including Mo Salah and Darwin Núñez, who also even scored against Brazil in that Uruguayan win. Will they carry on that fierceness that we've seen them having in the last few games, this Liverpool side?
Tony, always coming back from the internationals is a tricky one, because the gelling of the team seems to be broken as they break out for
the momentum.
But when you return from these internationals, you hope in that you can kick off from where you stop. But Liverpool, I want to say, are hoping for better fortune, because they had lost to Tottenham and then they drew away at Brighton. So their results were not looking positive. The performances were there, but the results no. So maybe this is the fixture that Liverpool looking at as a derby at home. They want to stamp the foot and then go again, because they're number 4 and with 17 points, they're not 3 points away from the top. They are still near the running for the title.
It will certainly be very interesting. We always talk about coming back from the international break. Sometimes you get injuries, and if Liverpool have got a very key one in the left-back position with the news that Andrew Robertson might not take part here. He might require surgery on that shoulder injury that he got in that game for Scotland. How does that change Klopp's plans?
It changes a lot, Tony. And we're talking off screen that it has been a stop-start for Liverpool. They might have Van Dijk away today. Tomorrow is back.
They haven't had the back four fully for a while.
Fully. So when Robertson gets injured, you think Tsimikas is he the right replacement? He has done a decent job before, so he is an ably
ready replacement
there. But they want that back four that is able to kick on, game in, game out, like Arsenal's done it for a long time. So if Liverpool can maybe look at Tsimikas and say, okay, the injury is going to be 2 months away for Robertson, Tsimikas can hold them, but hopefully they can get a balanced defense team that can keep going for more than these 5 games.
Mo Salah, one of the most improved players in the Premier League right now, will be raring to go in this particular one. He's had returns in almost 14 games in a row now, scoring or assisting. He must be licking his lips against an Everton side that has been licking some goals, Timothy.
2 to 3 weeks ago, maybe Salah would have been more happier. But the last, I think, 2 games of Everton, they have really bounced back, beat Brentford comfortably, and then Bournemouth at home, the last outing, 3-0. I think the Everton side has started becoming solid. But going away to Anfield, I think Salah still would think he has a chance.
Does Dominic Calvert-Lewin have a say in this one?
He has. I think he's a big presence, Tony. He will always give defenders hard time, and he will hope maybe he has time to maybe get those balls and try and hurt this Liverpool side. But he expects to have runners around him, maybe Danjuma, the likes of Dokore. If they can't come to the plate, yes, maybe they can have the fight, but I don't think they will be able to get something.
Prediction.
I've gone for a big one for Liverpool, 3-1.
I've gone for 3-1 as well for this particular one. I think they have the goals in them. Luis Diaz looked particularly in form. We don't know the situation about Gakpo. There is a slight doubt. Most likely may not start, but Diogo Jota is also back after that suspension. But of course, we know Curtis Jones is also still out for this Liverpool side. I think they still can make it, though I've gone for a similar big win, 3-1. That will be happening at 2:30 East African time. You cannot afford to miss it. Everything at Anfield against Everton is always a big affair. We'll be back with more of the games. Don't miss.